So for this video, we have to talk about culture shock. And the first question is talking about if you were randomly dropped into American culture, like how would you view things? So if I was dropped into the American culture without any pre-knowledge about it, I would think that the American society idolizes the entertainment media way too much. It's like people obsess over TV shows and movies and like bands and just like all these like celebrities like way too much, and like they try and make it a part of like their everyday lives. Like you'll like be walking down the street and you'll be like, oh my god, have you seen this show? And it's like I feel like no matter what you do, like you can't escape from that. And I feel like people always gossip about certain celebrities. Like you always know like the next time Lindsay Lohan goes to jail, or like when like if Britney Spears or something stupid, like you always hear about it, and it's like people talk about them like they know them and that's like their friend. So I just feel like the American society has like taken like basically like taken like entertainment media way too much, and now it just became just like a habit. It's not even a habit. It's just like something that they just like idolize. Um, I believe that technology impacts relationships a lot. People now don't believe in like talking face to face. I feel like people rather just text someone to have a serious conversation, or they'll just call them, and it's like people don't write letters. Even they don't even go to their house. They send them a text message and like, oh hey, what are you doing? Like I heard you did this, and like people don't like it's not how it used to be, and people just changed a lot. It's like when we did the Great Cell Phone Challenge, when we didn't have our phone. It was just like, how are we going to communicate with people? We had to like find different ways, and it was just very weird because it's like everyone becomes so dependent on your cell phone or like your computer or like anything, and it's like if you don't have that, like you're out of the loop and you're like stuck where you are, because I feel like people have become very lazy, and it's like having a cell phone is very convenient, and if you want to get something done or if you want to talk to someone like very fast, you can just use your cell phone. And it's like even with like class, like people like if you don't know, like if you're doing homework and you don't know the answer to a question, people just pull out their phones and then like they like Google the answer. So it's like technology is basically it's taken over. No matter where you go, you're gonna see someone on their phone. Like you can't walk down a street like if you walk down the street in like New York City, I bet you every single person is gonna have their phone on them or in their hand or on their phone. It's like technology is just everywhere you go. And you even see little kids who like have iPads or iPods or like their cell phones just like attached to their hip, because it's like, yeah, they use it for games, but at the same time it's like they're becoming so dependent on it. So this semester I learned a lot about news and how like culture really is. This class really opened up my eyes on like how like everything is biased and how people are changing over time, like how like digital natives and digital immigrants. So like the examples would be the cell phone challenge, like I said before, and how it really made me see like how dependent we are on having our phones and talking to other people through it. And then also the digital natives and digital immigrants, because I learned that with my age and younger, we already are so adapted to technology and having it be so important to us. And like if someone just randomly comes to America, they might not have that, especially if it's like a third world country who don't have like the ability to have so much technology. They'll be like shocked. They'll be shocked that every single person can have a phone or a laptop, because like they might be used to having like one computer for a school, and here we are having each like at Rider University, each student has their own laptop. So that's a lot of people. So it just technology has become very common and very consistent with people. And I feel like if you were just randomly thrown into our culture, it would be a lot to take in at once because you wouldn't really know how to handle it because you're not used to it. You wouldn't know who half these people are that people talk about on like a daily basis. I hear people say, "Oh, Snooki, oh, the situation," like like they're common people. But if you don't have a TV, you have no idea who people are talking about. Snooki would just be some random girl that you think lives down the hall from them. So, all in all, I think that Americans have become obsessed with the entertainment media. I feel like they need it to survive in a way. I feel like they just seek the entertainment. They need it, and if they don't get it, they're just very unhappy, and they basically have nothing to talk about because people really just talk about gossip all the time, and entertainment is like the main cause for it. But yeah, that is all.